Imagine having the power to buy anything you want. Your closet could overflow. Yet, some of the wealthiest people in the world are choosing to wear the same thing every single day. Curious, right? It's not because they can't afford variety. It's because they have hacked a part of life that most of us overlook. There's a mindset shift here that's worth paying attention to. So, what's behind this billionaire wardrobe phenomena? Let's break it down. Number 1, the uniform. More than just a shortcut. A lot of people assume that billionaires wear the same outfit to avoid wasting time picking clothes. And while that's partially true, it's really only the surface level. The deeper reason is that their outfit is kind of like a uniform, an extension of who they are. Take Steve Jobs, for example. Yeah, we all know about the black turtleneck, jeans, and those trusty New Balance sneakers. Sure, they were comfortable, but they became so much more. When you think of Apple, you automatically think of innovation. And when you think of Steve Jobs, your brain immediately conjures up that uniform, as if the man and his clothes were inseparable. That black turtleneck was like his cape, without the dramatic flair. The thing is, though, his clothes weren't random. They created a consistent, recognizable identity. Whether he was unveiling the next iPhone on stage, or photographed walking around Cupertino, you knew exactly who he was, and more importantly, what he stood for. To be honest, in a world where everyone is constantly trying to stand out, billionaires do the exact opposite. They streamline their image, simplify their choices, and let their work, ideas, and achievements do the talking. And if that means rocking the same outfit day in and day out, they're totally cool with that. So the next time you're stressing out about what to wear to make the right impression, take a page out of the billionaire playbook. Maybe it's not about standing out with your outfit. It's about standing out with what you do while wearing it. Number 2, eliminating unnecessary decisions. Okay, let's dive into something called cognitive load. Billionaires don't just reduce decision fatigue. They remove unnecessary decisions that don't serve their bigger purpose. The idea is simple. Every decision you make throughout the day, no matter how small, takes up mental energy. Your brain doesn't care if you're deciding between a black turtleneck and a white t-shirt, or making a multi-million-dollar business call. Each decision pulls from the same mental fuel tank. Here's where it gets interesting. Billionaires optimize their lives for efficiency, so they can save their mental energy for important decisions, like launching a new product, negotiating a deal, or solving big problems. They know that by wearing the same thing every day, they're cutting out one decision that drains their energy. They're playing a different game than the rest of us, a game where every ounce of brain power is reserved for making world-changing moves. Now, does that mean that we all need to wear the same outfit every day to be successful? Not exactly. But it does make you think about how many decisions we make on autopilot that might be adding unnecessary clutter to our day. Number 3, dressing for purpose, not for status. Here's where things get really interesting. Billionaires aren't dressing to impress anyone. When you've already got billions in the bank, you've moved past the need to flash your wealth through high-end fashion. It's not about showing off anymore. It's about practicality and focus. Take Mark Zuckerberg's famous gray t-shirt. The guy is literally running one of the most influential tech companies on the planet, yet he dresses like any other coder in Silicon Valley. He could easily wear designer suits every day, but he doesn't. Why? Because at his level, clothes aren't a status symbol anymore. He's not trying to make a statement with what he wears. He is the statement. His simple outfit reflects his mindset. He's got important work to do, and fashion isn't part of the equation. But there is more to it than just downplaying status. Dressing plainly is also about staying grounded. It's like a reminder to himself. Focus on the mission, not the image. He's not picking out clothes to impress. He's picking out clothes that let him dive straight into work without distractions. It's a power move, but a quiet one. His wardrobe is functional and streamlined, and keeps the focus on the task at hand, not on how he looks doing it. In a world obsessed with appearances, billionaires flip the script. For them, dressing down isn't about blending in, it's about prioritizing purpose over perception. Number 4, the uniform as a time machine. Let's take it a step further. What if I told you that by wearing the same thing every day, billionaires are actually creating more time? Sounds crazy, right? But think about it. You spend 5 minutes deciding what to wear, another 10 wondering if your outfit matches, and maybe 15 more debating whether it's right for whatever event you've got. That's almost half an hour gone, just on clothes. Now, imagine saving that time every single day. Over the course of a year, that's hours, days even, gained back. Billionaires get that time is their most valuable resource. They can't buy more of it, but they can find ways to stop wasting it. By eliminating the trivial decisions like what to wear, they are freeing up their brain power and time for what truly matters, growing their businesses, chasing new goals, and making an impact on the world. Thus, wearing the same thing every day is a simple life hack that gives them back the one thing that money can't buy: time. Number 5, it's a subtle power play. Have you ever noticed that the most powerful people in the room are often the least flashy? They're not the ones dripping in designer labels or flaunting the latest trends. That's because real power doesn't need to announce itself. It just is. For billionaires, dressing in a simple, unchanging uniform is a subtle power move. It shows that they don't need to rely on their appearance to command respect. In a way, it's the ultimate form of confidence. They have reached a level where they no longer have to prove themselves through what they wear. They've already proven themselves through what they've built. And that's where the magic happens. By wearing the same thing, they remove all the external noise and focus entirely on what really matters: building their empire, growing their influence, and shaping the world in their image. Number 6, owning your image. The uniform as personal branding. Wearing the same thing every day is also about creating a signature look that leaves an impression. Think of Karl Lagerfeld with his sharp black suits, or Albert Einstein with his famously unpolished wardrobe. Despite being from different worlds, both men embrace the power of the uniform. Why? Because it transformed them into living, breathing brands. Even in the tech world, where fashion isn't typically front and center, guys like Zuckerberg and Jobs leaned into this concept. Zuckerberg's gray t-shirt and Jobs' black turtleneck weren't just random outfits. They became visual representations of their identities. For these billionaires, a uniform does more than simplify their day. It helps create a consistent image that sticks in people's minds. Every time they step out in their signature look, they're reinforcing their brand. Billionaires understand that they are their own brand, and a uniform is their visual logo. It's not just clothing, it's a part of their story, reinforcing everything that they have built without ever needing to say a word. And number 7, the freedom of simplicity. Finally, wearing the same thing every day gives billionaires a sense of freedom. It's one less thing to worry about, one less area of their lives where they have to strive for perfection. They can let go of the pressure to impress through clothes and instead focus on what really brings them joy or fulfillment. This simplicity doesn't just free up mental energy, it frees up emotional energy too. It takes them out of the race of trying to look successful and keeps them focused on being successful. It's a powerful mindset shift, one that lets them focus on their impact, their legacy, and their bigger picture. So, what's the takeaway here? It's not just about wearing the same thing every day for convenience or simplicity. It's about strategy. Billionaires use their wardrobes as a tool. But do you need to throw out your entire wardrobe and buy 20 identical t-shirts to be successful? Not at all. Just try and create a sense of consistency, especially when wearing something to work. Free up your mind by automating these trivial decisions. This will give you more time and energy to go after your goals. It might sound a bit strange, but what's wrong with giving it a try? So, how are you planning to develop a sense of uniformity for your look? Let me know in the comments down below, and I will be sure to respond to every single one. Like and subscribe if you love old money elegance and understated fashion. And if you don't subscribe, it means I'll just have to wait another day to onboard you. Thanks for tuning in. See you in the next one.